Hello and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Today we are here with another Genshin Impact account overview, and this time we are overviewing my free-to-play account. In my first Genshin video, I went over my main account, which is the account that I actually spend money on, and with this video I'm going over the F2P account, which is free-to-play, if anybody doesn't know what F2P means. Free-to-play basically means that I spend absolutely no money on this account whatsoever, and I get what I get and I don't get upset. So this F2P account started on the 18th of September in 2022. As you can see with this account, I don't pull a lot. I only really pull for characters that I want, or I just settle with characters that I get via 50-50 loss. And the reason for me starting this account was actually me wanting to stream Genshin, but me wanting to start the game over in some sort of way, so that way I can, show everybody's progress from start to end, basically, and just go from end to beginning on stream and basically document that. Have I fallen off a little bit with streaming this? Yes. Yes, I have. The reason for that is because I go on and off with streaming all of the time. Like all of the time. I either want to stream or I don't want to stream, and I'm more likely feeling like I don't want to stream. But that's also because of other things going on and not just my inability to stream. Right now I am streaming way more consistently than I used to be. So if anybody wants to go check out my Twitch, it'll be in the description. But for me not streaming this game as often, I have kept up with my F2P stuff, as you can see with these two new characters right here. Well, this is actually a new character. I just pulled for Shin. The first character that I pulled on this account, just like my first account, was actually Fischl. Fischl was literally the first character I pulled her off. I pulled her off of the Noel banner, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, it's really staying in common theme that Fischl is the character that is just there for me, always. Another character I got really early on was actually Zhongling, and I haven't even completed the Spiral Abyss or even got to the point to where I can get her. So getting her is actually pretty good because I pulled her off of a standard banner, I believe I did. The first ever 5-star on this account that I pulled was actually Diluc, which is saddening, but it's okay. It's fine. I lost a 50-50 on Yoimiya. I was really going for Yoimiya on this account, and I lost it to Diluc, so now I'm a Diluc main. Why do I only main Claymore characters? I have no idea, but you can just blame Diluc for that. The second 5-star I ever got on this account was Mona, which is actually really good because I really wanted Mona. Mona literally has been dodging me in my main account since day one, and if I could get Mona on my main account, that would be amazing. That would be great because I really want her for my Ganyu Freeze team, but I just haven't gotten her. She's dodged me every step of the way. Every single pull, I've gotten so many gene constellations. And then the third and final 5-star that I have on this account is actually Shenhe. I pulled for Shenhe actually in March because I really wanted another cryo character. And the main reason why I pulled for Shenhe is because I picked Chongyun in the Lantern Rite event this year. He is the character that I chose because I know Chongyun is a really good unit and a really good like DPS. So I got his aunt so that way, she could boost his damage as much as she possibly could. And those two will work really, really, really good in a team together, and I like them a lot. And if you're wondering where I am story-wise, I am at We Will Be Reunited in Chapter 1. That is where I am right now, and then my next stop is actually in Inazuma. So that is where I am going next, and then, yeah, but first I must do this We Will Be Reunited one. This one has been locked for a very, very, very long time, and I have not been able to do it because of story quests or world quests. Now I'll quickly go over my party setups for all the parties that I have, whether they are built or not built. So far right now, I have this set up for a very weird, like, aggravate / bloom / virgin setup that I've got going on. It's basically just everything that reacts with Dendro that I have. currently. So yeah, I have Dendro Traveler, which yes, I did travel all the way to Sumeru just to get Dendro Traveler because I did not want to be stuck with either Geo or Animal for a very long time. Having only those two things was putting me in a very stressful situation to where I wouldn't be able to use Traveler for a very long time unless I ran all the way to Sumeru and then back. So I did do that. I did run all the way to Sumeru, I clicked the statue, and then I ran back. Which I advise you to do if you're ever starting a new account and you want Dendro right away. There you go. You get Dendro Traveler. You just have to run there and then run back and then you're good. I honestly think it's something that everyone should do because right now Dendro Traveler is the best traveler that is currently out. Next, I have my Electrocharged team. I have Lisa as the DPS, Fischl as a sub DPS, and Mona and Barbara who apply the Hydro. And this basically is like, it's a good team. I like it. I really want to build Lisa because out of the main like 4 or 5 people that you meet right off the bat in Genshin, Lisa is my favorite. I will forever be a Lisa main. I love her. She's great. Yeah, so I'm building Lisa right now along with these other people. Or building her as best as I can on this account. And this is my Vaporize team. This is where Diluc comes into play. There's Diluc, Stingcho, Sucrose, and Bennett. This is a pretty good team comp and I really, really like it because I like using Sucrose. One, because Sucrose is just a really good like character to have. If you have her, definitely build her, definitely use her. She's gonna be an asset to any team that you put her in. But I like it because she can round up the characters and I like that I can just hit them once and be done with it because Diluc is the most built character on my account right now. And that is saying something for someone who adamantly dislikes Diluc. Adamantly dislikes Diluc is a very harsh way to put it. I don't 100% dislike Diluc. I think his story is very sad and I really like his story between him and Kaya. He has screwed me over on too many 50-50s and I have beef with Diluc, but I will still main him on this account. I will still play him as he is still a good character and a good asset. And then this is the team I am currently trying to work with and see what works and what doesn't work. I have Changyun, Shenhe, Mona, and Mika. I'm thinking about switching Mika out for another Hydro applier, maybe like a Singcho on this team, or maybe I can put Barbara here for healing. But Mika, I realized he only buffs physical damage, but maybe that's still good on this team. I don't know. I just put him here because he was new and he's cryo and I really want to use him because I think Mika is a really cute character and I don't care if he's only good for physical damage. I just like him a lot. And then this is a really weird Ningguang team. I don't know what to do with Ningguang. I have her, I really like her, I want to use her as some sort of like Geo team or in some sort of Geo team, but I think I need more Geo characters in order for that to happen. So for actually building these characters and whatnot, I don't have the greatest artifacts right now. I'm mostly working with some very few 4-star characters and 3-star characters, and that is because this account is only like AR39 or somewhere within the 30s, or maybe I just hit 40. I'm not 100% sure. But this is a very low AR account, and I was told to not go for any sort of artifacts until I am at least AR45, because that is when you start to get the better artifacts, and that is when you get the gold standard artifacts. And it is better to use low builds now and save your resources to when you actually get to that level, you can actually go for those artifacts, and so that way you won't be wasting your resin, which I do agree with, but it also makes things 10 times more hard within my opinion, because with a very low built teams comes with really annoying situations to where I've had to do my ascension quest to up the world level and it has been a little difficult to do so. So yeah, whereas on my main account it really wasn't that difficult to do my ascension quests, but here it is, mainly because I don't have Ito. I've come to the conclusion that Ito has spoiled me and that he is too good of a character. But to move on, this is Diluc's stats right now. It's not great, I'm aware, but we're working on it. He is currently the person who hits the hardest on my account. He does the most damage, basically. For weapons, Diluc has the mailed flower, which is the weapon that we got within the 3.5 update with one of the events. I believe is the Windbloom event. So this is the new 4-star claymore that we got from it, and it is currently his best in slot weapon that I have on my account. I know D-Luke does like an EM build. I'm not sure if it's good for Vaporize though. I think it is. I do have to do a lot more research into D-Luke and what's good for him and what's not good for him, but I think what I have right now is pretty decent. For artifacts, I have a 2-piece gladiators and a 2-piece martial arts on him. This is probably a really decent build for him early game. I have one good, like decent Crimson Witch of Flames piece on him. I do have other pieces of Crimson Witch, but they're not that good for me to switch out what he currently has, because right now he has a really good attack like stacked on him, and I don't want to give that up just for another kind of crappy 4-piece. Because I do have this flower right here, and it is poopy within my opinion. I don't like it, and I don't want to sacrifice the attack bonus that I get. This at the moment is the best that I can do for D-Luke, and it's what I have, so it's what I shall use. I have shifted my focus a little bit more over to Shenhe to build her more so she can boost Xiangyun's damage at where he is right now, but for D-Luke, this is basically what I've got. He is currently Constellation 0, and his talents are 1, 2, 2, which, yes, I'm aware, this could be upgraded, like, right now. And I could do this, actually, right now, to make it so he hits harder. But for right now, I'm just gonna leave this as this is, and I will upgrade this later, because sometimes I honestly do forget to upgrade talents. I think that is something that many Genshin players forget to do, is the talents portion of whatever character that they are trying to build. For Xingqiu, he is currently very underbuilt, but I have what I have and I'm using what I'm using for him. But he is still a very good asset to my team, even at a very low level. For weapons, he has the Sacrificial Sword, which is the best sword you could possibly have on him, and I am so grateful that I got this sword early on in my gameplay with this account, because I didn't get this sword on my main account until I was done with Inazuma. For artifacts, he has 2-piece Exile on him for energy recharge. That is what I am going for on him with this low level. He kind of has like a mix match set of pieces, because this is honestly what I could get on him, to be honest. For him, I probably could put him on a lot better of stuff, as there are characters that I do not use anymore, but I kind of want to use, but kind of don't want to use. I'm not 100% sure. But for Xingqiu, I definitely should level some stuff up for him. It's just I really don't like upgrading like 3 stars, because I feel like it's a waste of my materials and a waste of my time to level these up. But then again, I could always feed them into better like artifacts once I get them. And this is a theme you're going to see throughout my account, is that artifacts are very much not leveled. So for Xingqiu, he is currently Constellation 0. And then for talents, he is 111, which is very sad, and I should really upgrade that. For Sucrose, who is literally one of my favorite characters ever. Before Miko, I saw Sucrose and I was like, yes, Sucrose. The most beautiful character in the whole world, because like I think it's the ears that get me. I honestly think it's the ears. I think it's the fox ears that get me. I don't know why, I just think they're really cute, especially on Sucrose. But yeah, after Miko, she is my next favorite character. If you guys care to know like what my character ranking is for what I like and what is my favorite, it goes Ito, Official, Miko, and then Sucrose, I believe. For weapons, Sucrose has Magic Guide at Refinement rank 5, which is pretty good for early game. I'm glad that it gave me so many Magic Guides, and this is a really good one for her to have. I do have Map of Mare, which I want to switch her onto, but then I don't know if I want to switch her onto Map of Mare, because I got this from Stellar Reunion because it's been a while. But I did do the Stellar Reunion. I did get Map of Mare, and I'm grateful that I didn't have to use a billet on it, but I just kind of have it now, and I don't know if I should switch her onto Map of Mare, if I should continue just to level up Magic Guide and just leave her on Magic Guide. For artifacts, she has a 2-piece instructor set and a 1-piece Prayers of Illumination, which I believe is this, which is her circlet. For Sucrose, I know that I do want to build her on EM, and that is the one thing that is really going to help with Sucrose. But once again, I would like another set on her that is not the Prayers of Illuminated, whatever, because I feel like it would be really beneficial to have her on another set as well. So have her on like a 2-piece set for 2 different sets. I'm just not sure what that is yet. But for now, this is what she has, and she's doing pretty okay with it, honestly. It's not that bad. It honestly, it's kind of decent, to be honest, for low level. Sucrose is currently Constellation 0, and her talents are 111. And this is also very sad, and I'm aware, and I just need to upgrade everything with everybody on this account, okay? And then we have Bennett. Bennett, I was talking, but okay, Bennett I have on this account as well. Thankfully, I got him and I pulled him, which is really good. On my main account, I didn't get Bennett until I was halfway done with Inazuma, which is a very long time to not have Bennett, because Bennett is a really, really, really good asset to any team on any account, no matter what it is. How many times are you going to do that, Bennett? How many times? For weapons, Bennett has the Mid Splitter Reforged, which is the only 5-star I have in this whole account that's a weapon. And that is because I got cocky when I was pulling for Shenhe. And I was trying to get Calamity Queller for Shenhe, but I got this instead, which is good. This is one of the best swords in the game. I understand it's really, really, really good, but I don't have anyone to put it on other than Bennett. And for right now, Bennett's just holding it because he can. Is this a good weapon for Bennett? Probably. This is probably the best weapon for Bennett, to be completely honest. But he's not a DPS, and I would rather have this sword on a DPS than a healer within all intents purposes. Bennett is a buffer and a healer, and that's all he is. That's all he will ever be, at least on my accounts. For artifacts, Bennett has 2-piece exile. Oh, actually he has 4-piece exile. Wow. That's actually really good. They're all level 0 though. So I basically kind of just like stacked whatever on Bennett. And I know exile is a pretty good set to have on people when you're low level, on many different people. So I slapped it on him and I called it a day because I thought that was going to be good enough for Bennett. So yeah, this is currently what is on Bennett. Will I change it? Probably, yeah. I'll probably farm Crimson for him or Noblesse. Bennett is currently Constellation 1. Woo! I have a Constellation. And that is because I got lucky when pulling for people. And then his talents are 111. This is just going to be a theme for everyone. The talents are just going to be 111 for everything and everybody. Now we're on to my Chongyun team. This is currently what Changyu has of this current moment. These are his stats. He's not that built, but I'm working on it. He passes by the end of his teeth in this world. He gets through it. He can do it. He can get through the world, but not very, very well. It's mostly Shenhe that is buffing him, so that way he can get through the world. For weapons, Chongyun has a debate club, and this is a R5 debate club, and I did not know the debate club changed to these colors, to be completely honest. I did not know that the 3-star weapons changed color that much. I thought they just kind of stayed the same. But yeah, no, this is pretty good for Chongyun. I don't know if there's anything else that I could possibly put on him. I really don't want to put that on him. I don't think it's a good idea. Plus, I don't think he works off of HP anyways. I think attack is probably the best bet. Or maybe when I get a physical damage claymore through doing Dragon Spine, I can put that on him. For artifacts, he has two pieces of attack damage stats. He has the Martial and then the one that I cannot pronounce. I think I'm just going to call it Resolution for now. I believe I did give Chongyun some old pieces I had from other characters, I think I gave him a lot of Rosaria's pieces when I was switching around people, because I did used to use Diluc, Kaya, Rosaria, and Sayu. But I switched Diluc over to a Vaporize team instead of a Melt team, as it worked better for what I had for him. So now Changyun is kind of just rocking whatever Rosaria had. And it works okay for him. I believe that I could give him better pieces. I'm just not sure 100% how to build Changyun, as I've never attempted to actually build him before, but I still think he's a decently good character and I really want to try and work with him. For constellations, Changyun is C0 and his talents are 1, 2, 2. Haha, I've actually remembered to upgrade someone's talents. Shenhe is the first 5-star on this account that I have actually won the 50-50 on. Actually, that is a lie. I saved my guarantee for Shenhe. From when I lost the 50-50 on Yoimiya, I got Shenhe, and I saved my guarantee for a really long time. For weapons, Shenhe has the halberd, and this is why I wanted to pull for her weapon, as I have next to no weapons for Shenhe. I do have Dragon's Bane, but I do not think Dragon's Bane is a good weapon for her. I could be wrong, and I could, you know, just like switch over to Dragon's Bane, but I don't think it is a good weapon for her, so that's why I have the halberd on her, which is refinement rank 4 currently, as these are currently kind of hard for me to get because the banners just don't like to give me a lot of them. For artifacts, Shenhe has a 2-piece scholar and a 2-piece martial artist. And I think this is what I have for her, and this is what's best for her, and currently that I have on my account. It is a little hard building 5-star characters or building any characters very, very low, but you know, that's what I've got, and it's what I'm working with. Any 4-star like artifacts that you see, I've gotten through adventure rank ups, I've gotten through guidebook, adventure guidebook. I've just gotten a lot of these pieces through there, rather than going through and doing artifact runs or like artifact farming. So far it has not been very nice to me. It has not been very nice to me at all. I think this account might run with the same theme as my other account, where it does not like to give me crit rate. So hopefully that is not the case, but we will see. For constellations, Shenhe is C0, of course, and then her talents are 1, 2, 2. Mona is actually a very good character to have on my account because she is a buffer, and she is also a really good hydro applicant. She applies hydro really, really nicely, and I'm very happy to have her on this account at least. I would love to have her on my main account, but unfortunately that is not on the cards for me to have her on my main account. For weapons, Mona has the Thrilling Tales of Dragon Slayers at refinement rank 5, and I will level this up at some point. I know I really need to, but yeah, this is probably one of the better weapons for her at really low, and even at late game, this is a really good weapon for her, so I will keep this catalyst on her probably forever. For artifacts, she has a 4-piece instructor set, which is an elemental mastery set, and I think this is probably a pretty good set to have on her, to be completely honest. For early game, I think elemental mastery is what you want to build on Mona. Not 100% sure though, as I could be completely wrong, but I think this is probably a pretty decent like set to have on her, or maybe you just want to build an energy recharge and I'm just stupid. So yeah, I don't know. But what I have is what I have, and it's the best of what she's getting right now, honestly. It's been very hard to get any sort of onset piece on this account so far, even for like you know, like the 3 stars. It's been really hard to get like hydro damage or like anything like that for any piece ever, because it just doesn't want to give it to me, unfortunately. But hopefully I will get better stuff for Mona soon. Right now, I'm not really going to build characters off of main stats. I'm just going for set bonuses at the current moment, which is how I did it on my main account early game. Is I just went for set bonuses over whatever the substats or stats were on pieces, just because you don't really have a huge amount of stuff to pick from in early game. For Mona, she is C0, and for talents, she is 111. Mika is actually one of the new characters, and I really like him so far. I think his gameplay is really interesting, and I honestly think he's really fun to play. I know that a lot of people don't like the fact that he has 3 different like uses of weapon, but I don't really pull out his weapon that is on him all that often, to be completely honest. So yeah. For weapons, he currently has a black tassel, so, you know, HP. Mika is a rather new character, so it's not really clear on how to build him yet, even how to build him from a low level standpoint. So whatever I have is just what he gets, honestly. For artifacts, he has a 2-piece Maiden, 2-piece Exile, as he is a healer, so I thought Maiden would at least be decent on him. And since I just got him, I haven't had the chance to level up any of these artifacts that are currently on him, but I think that it is a decent like setup I have on him right now. When they're leveled up, I will probably see more from him performance-wise. Maybe he is like really good for healing, and that is basically what I'm trying to go towards, is making him a healer first and then going from there when I figure out how I can make him work in this team boosting wise. For constellations, Mika is at C0 because apparently a lot of people have been having a really hard time trying to pull Mika. And for talents, he is 111 because he is a new character, not because I've been neglecting him, but because he is a new character. That's what I'm telling myself. That is going to be it for the character section of the video. I know this is a very early on account and not a lot of characters are going to be 100% built, but this is what I have so far. I am currently marking a journal entry within the journey I'm going on with this account. Basically, this is like this is what I have right now, and then I'll do like another video later on whenever this account reaches new heights. So yeah. For name cards, I don't have that many. Currently, I have the Mondstadt Blessing name card, which is the name card that you get for doing reputation rewards for Mondstadt. I almost have the wings for Mondstadt by doing reputation rewards. I have Hero's Fame, which is also a reputation reward, I believe, for Mondstadt. And then I have the Challenger achievement banner, which is pretty cool. I'm currently using this one as it looks really nice, and I think it goes the best with Zucros. So that is what I have as of right now. For my profile, this is what it's looking at right now. I have completed a total of 142 achievements in my Spiral Abyss 3-1, because Spiral Abyss is very, very hard and it makes me sad. And I don't like doing it on my main account, so I will not do it here if I don't have to, but currently I have to because I have to get Kali and then I have to get a Zhongling constellation. And this I will have to upgrade because I do have newer characters on my account now. So yeah. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this F2P Genshin account showcase or overview or review or whatever. But yeah, hopefully this account will go on to be a lot better than what it is right now. But this is a very big look into what the beginnings of an F2P account are. And honestly, this account has been really fun so far, and I really, really, really enjoyed doing this account because it really just shows like how hard it is to do F2P. You know, it is really easy to throw money at a banner and get good characters, and then in essence just have a better time playing the game and an easier time playing the game with those other characters. So anybody who genuinely has F2P accounts as their main account for Genshin Impact, and just has stacks and stacks of Fremo gems and Mora and books and whatnot. I commend you. It is hard to get resources upon resources upon resources, along with saving up and controlling yourself enough to not pull on banners, which has been very hard for me to not do that. But so far I've been doing okay. I've only been pulling for characters that I plan for so far, and yeah, but I really do think that you are a very very decent human being, and I think you have a lot of like self-control if you have a F2P account as your main account and you just don't throw money at a banner because you want a character really really badly. I think that is like, honestly, like, it's very hard to do, and I commend you on being able to do it. But yeah, if you guys have any tips or tricks for this account of what I could do, because artifacts are kind of hard to come by right now, that would be great. Because I will accept a lot of feedback on this account, because I know it's not that great, but it is what it is right now, and it is an F2P account, so it's not going to be as great as like my main account, which you guys saw, which I do occasionally wail on. So yeah, but hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day / night / whatever time it is for you, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and bye bye.